Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of The Spirit Lens when we discuss nothing but spirituality, metaphysics, and everything that is not the physical. My name is Mike, also known as the Soul Guide. I've had a tremendous spiritual awakening, the type that everybody is experiencing right now to an extent. I had mine through an outer body experience after a deadly car accident. I had to go through the shadows. I had to fight the ego, fight myself pretty much, fight my physical needs, my physical aspirations, and my physical way of thinking. And only through that I was able to just come from the ashes, come up and realize that my soul was there for me the whole time. I just chose to ignore it, to put it aside. So this is a very raw recording. Nothing is edited. Nothing. I believe that when you speak of a subject as the soul and the afterlife or other realms of consciousness, you call it whatever you want to call it. It all leads to the same. When you record something like that, you want to be sincere, honest, and whatever comes out of my mouth that I usually forget, I would love for you to try and resonate with it. Again, in spirituality, we're talking about personal experiences. A lot of people can agree on the in some aspects of spirituality. They all agree that they have a soul and the soul lives on, but then everybody from then on have their own personal experience, especially when it's deep inside of you, when it's your soul. It's a solo journey with others that are helping us grow, or confronting us when we make bad choices, or lessons that we learn, the lessons that we pay for. It doesn't matter. What matters is this is a divine journey of the soul. And if you want to know how to live your life better, you just have to just swap roles. You have to know that you are a soul that, as part of its growth in the infinite amount of journeys in this physical world, took over a body that is going to help it through this physical journey, because the soul by itself cannot be confined or contained into a one person, and the soul cannot have any questions or fears or lack of knowledge. The soul is an energy that is a direct part of the divine, the creator, God, whatever you want to name it, the eternal light. We're part of it. Therefore, that we are very, very powerful in our consciousness, in our ability to come to a world like that and face the challenges that some of us faces. And we all face challenges. That it doesn't matter if these are challenges that are the money cannot buy, or challenges the money can buy. It does not matter. We're not going to come here on a vacation and just cruise through it. The people that do that, most likely new souls, new experience. They don't even know the secrets that their soul knew from previous incarnations. So they just live life to exist. But you shouldn't do that. You have to live your purpose. Live your purpose. So again, thank you for being here. And I also wanted to thank you personally for all your good vibes and prayers. I am going to have another surgery that's going to hopefully help me walk in a week. This is surgery number 4, almost, I think, in a span with 2 years. But this is also my soul journey. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to help so many souls just sitting on a computer, writing books. It's all meant to be. And when you know that it's all meant to be, when you know that it's out of your control, just bless it. Bless it instead of being upset, instead of being discouraged. Just bless the situation, any situation. Because the key is not to comfort you. When you bless the situation, you make the bad situations get away, and goodness and kindness and anything positive that you wish for yourself will come your way, because you have the power. You are the ones who answer your own prayers. A lot of people turn up and like, okay, I'm going to send a prayer up. Why don't you send a prayer to within and then trust your soul to manifest good things? I mean, think about it. A lot of us just feel like, we are weak, we are small. I mean, yeah, our physical body is temporary. Like, yeah, we are very limited. We can't jump 7, 9 feet in the air. We're limited, but our soul is what matters. That's the engine, that's the heart that moves this whole body and make us make decisions and make us have faith and love and beautiful metaphysical things. So why am I starting with this? I'm here because I'm also answering some of your questions. I know that I can't keep up. Like, I get a lot of emails with messages and stuff. So that's why I decided, even though I'm being sick, and really in chronic pain, I decided to do it for my soul first, and then to you. The first episode was awesome. I really enjoyed my guest Sunny at that time. A very, very, very divine soul, and all of you. I mean, a lot of you participate sometimes in some of my posts and insights, and I can read the knowledge that you guys possess, and I think it's beautiful. Sometimes people just have that knowledge in them; they don't even know how, but that's their intuition. That's when your soul speaks to you. Most of the time, the body speaks to you. The body tells you that it's hard to wake up in the morning. The body tells you, and especially the stomach, growling, telling you that you're hungry, and when your mouth is dry and you're thirsty. So the body tells you to do everything, including bad things, in order to make up for that body and spoil it rotten. So we all know that. So the body just is completely part of this world. Now your soul can take over. Your soul can tell the body, I'm in control and you're going to be my tool to do everything I can to grow as a soul. Because once we leave this physical body, nothing's over. You just instantly transfer to a new stage of consciousness, to a new dimension when you can freely be the soul without any physicality involved, or pain, or sickness, or hatred, or anything negative, really. The negative here seems negative because it's very scary to deal with. It's very sad. Everything is can be traumatic. But if we all zoom out and look and know that all of us, one way or another, will just vanish from here, then maybe then you won't really just put too much importance into physical things. And we have a physical world. That's where we live. So we have to play by the rules and do anything we can to maintain honorably. And I recommend that everything outside of it should be how you nurture your soul, either to music, to things that give you goosebumps, to just being alone. Because I get a lot of people message me that are alone, and they're not happy about it. Right. But if you take advantage of being alone and know that only when you're alone, you can just promote yourself or your soul into a higher level of ascension. Because while we are alone, we really, really get to sit and just listen to our soul at times. Sometimes we mix it with our thoughts and our minds racing. But when you know something from the stomach out is right, when you know that something is going to make you happy, when you're hopeful, everything positive, okay? Everything positive comes from the soul. It comes out right from the soul. Everything that it's kind, that it's good. And we know to recognize and appreciate good, but everything that's good comes from the soul, and everything that it's negative in our life comes from these opposite side energies, I call them, or call them the ego, or call them the evil, Satan, whatever you want to call it. But these are energies that are polar opposites for the energies that the soul craves on. So what they do is they're trying to distract our body, is to make us feel like we are just mortal, and we're not important, and we're weak, and we have to submit to fear, and then we have to hate ourselves, and some take their lives because they can't even deal with the spiritual battle. Because spiritual battle is exactly what's going on with us right before we make a choice. The battle is on. And I always tell people, choose good. Always choose kind. It doesn't matter what other people, how they treat you. Don't try to even up with people. Don't try to just go out of your way and be someone you're not, just to get credit from other people watching you or from the collective. Be kind. Everybody have made mistakes in their lives. We are humans. We're meant to make mistakes. But as the more we minimize these mistakes, or let me say it again, the more we truly regret about mistakes that we've done in the past, and the moment that we are really, really feel repentant, and we feel like we just want a second chance, and you genuinely mean it, and when you're on your alone times, you still go over your mistakes and realize how you can fix things, when you truly are sorry, and there's meaning behind those words, that's ascension. That's spiritual ascension. We can shed off the ego, we can shed off all the negativity, and we always have chances to do it. We can even do it within the last seconds of being alive. If we know that we are, quote unquote, dying in the hospital, you can still repent. You can still ask for forgiveness. We are such beautiful, radiant, blissful light. I can't even describe it. I saw that light when I had my experience. I saw that light, and it was like nothing that Earth can produce, not even the sun. It was a light that it was just like a huge placenta made out of light that had millions of umbilical cords made out of light. They go down and connect to the souls here. We are always connected. So I'm going to try really quick to read some questions, um, if you don't mind, of course. So, and I'm not going to mention the people who asked that because I don't know if somebody's comfortable sharing their story or their concern without permission. So I'm just going to write the questions, and if you resonate and you know that it's yours, then fine. So again, not sure if this is something you can answer, but I've been wondering about this for a time. Does your guardian angel assigned to you at birth remain with you in heaven when you die? Well, we don't die, we pass over. Or they're then assigned to someone else as your soul has gone home? Okay, good question. First of all, the number or the amount of angels is unlimited. Okay, angels are also energy beings of good. Okay, they are not, even though the divine created them, the creator made the angel, but they're not part of him. They were created via voice, words, manifestation. Let it be. But angels are beings of light, and once you have an assigned angel to you, let me give you some good news. The angel does not leave you. The angel is assigned to advise you, of course, to protect you. Some angels are here to heal you. And I'm going to tell you something even more amazing. We can create angels with our kind acts, guardian angels. I mean, they're all over the universe. These angels are what make this ecosystem go, and all the seasons of the year, and natural phenomena, everything, and life on earth, the animals, the plants, something gives them life, right? They're not just, you know, plastic. They're alive. They got feelings, emotions. So what I'm saying is that these angels are also, they're like the world's backstage workers. And they do many assignments, and their intentions are pure and good, and they're there to help us. But if we want their help, we have to meet them halfway. We have to practice kindness, any type of kindness. I'm telling you, once you do that, your world is just going to reshape itself around you. Situations that make you feel like they're forever there and that you're sad and that you're depressed, it's going to change. You're not going to have these thoughts anymore. You're just going to be focused on the light, on your internal light, your soul's light, because it's connected to its higher light. And this light is going to go with you all the way when you pass, when you're a soul again, leaving this earthly body. It's almost like a reverse process of birth. When a child leaving the womb, when he was so comfortable and for 9 months, and then he's changing reality, um, same thing happens. We are just going to be confined, no more, and our body is going to be laying there, but the soul is going to come out and expand. You'll be everywhere. You'll know everything, and you won't have time. There's no time in the world of souls. Here, of course, there is the principle of time because it's physical. It's supposed to be temporary. It's an illusion. Okay, think about, you go to a lot of people are using roller coasters, right, in theme parks. You get on that roller coaster, it's one of the scariest thing, but in the back of your head, you know that this is temporary. You're just going to do that, and then you're done. You're not going to be stuck there, right? Or any situations that you know is temporary will not be as scary. Okay, sometimes we catch the common cold and we let the timing do its thing. We know it's not going to stay forever. So back to the question, angels are with us all the time, and we summon them. They don't summon us. We can sincerely call them, we can invite them, or sometimes they know on their own to come and help you. Use your words and your voice wisely. Use the way you breathe wisely. If you get into emotions of anger or fear or jealousy or frustrations or revenge, anything like that, get it off your head. Get it out of your head, because your thoughts should be nothing but pure kindness. And I'm not saying this to tell people how to behave or to educate you, but I'm telling you because once you do that, you establish a connection. It's like there is an alignment there. We need as physical bodies to align with our own soul, and then once we do that, our own soul has to align with our higher selves, meaning our light source. Okay, so yeah, but so everybody got their own angels, and then we have the archangels, which are, the ones that really the most powerful ones, if you would, in the hierarchy. Okay, they come here when things when a person needs to be tested. They come here to save a person from a almost a definite passing. They come here to advise, and people don't know, but they come here sometimes to fight, not us, but the opposite forces, those bad energies that are there to attack us. And you have to know that around you, it's not just your clothing or your bed or your sink or anything like that. Around you, there's always spiritual beings from any kind. Depends on the energy at the area. If you'll be in a place like where I worked at the prison, maximum security prison, I didn't really see a lot of angels hanging out there. It was mostly just bad energies that you can't see with your eye, but you feel like you're being attacked, you're being slapped by shadows, if I could describe it like that. So yes, places carry energies with them, of course. Electricity is in the air, everything's in the air, oxygen, a lot of invisible stuff that we don't see, but we still consume. Same for these energies. So you want to be in the archangel side where they fight for you. Sometimes something can happen to you and you're like saved. You're like, oh wow, that was a miracle. The real terminology should be there was an archangel just there to save you, to be like, not today. A lot of near-death experiences, even when people don't see them and they see the light and then they see different things, there are always angels there. They made sure that you're back safe here on earth, continuing your life journey. Another one, I'm going to answer in English. So someone's asking that how to get out of depression. They want to get out of depression, which is a choice. It's a personal choice, even though some people are so disconnected from their soul. So this choice is almost like always towards depression. Like they choose it because they don't want, not even to fight, they don't want to be optimistic enough that good's going to come. Good's not going to come if he's not invited. Good's not going to come into your life, or bliss, or pure energies, or beautiful illuminated light won't come into your life if you hide yourself behind a veil. Because I told you, you need to meet those energies halfway, and they will punch a hole into this world, meet you halfway, and show you and leave miracles. And I'm experiencing it right now. If you watch my page, I posted about, I think, a day ago, a white feather that ended up in our kitchen with a lot of sequences of numbers that day that we also recorded. Okay, I was telling my wife, record that so one day I can do a show just about these beautiful, I don't even call them coincidences, but beautiful messages from my late mother-in-law, her late mom, and others. And we get crazy stuff like white feather in an area when we don't even have birds that color, like at all. Like what are the odds? She just took a picture, sent it to me. I was like, wow. Now we know that our channels are open. Okay, we put the body aside, we feed the body, we wash the body needs to make money, whatnot, but that's it. That's where the body stops. So to your question, depression, it's a choice. You have to just connect to your soul and know that there is hope. People, if there are, for example, in one of the worst situations, if they were kidnapped and hid somewhere in a dungeon or whatnot, these people, only reason for existence and moving forward is hope. Even inmates in prison, like, what keeps you going? Hope that one day things are going to be better. Hope is a powerful tool because it comes from the soul. The soul knows that you're safe, you're loved, you're blessed, you're protected. So just get out of depression. You don't need somebody to tell you how. You need to decide that you're happy regardless what happened. Or people can be like, I'm depressed because of what happened, so depression will take you, and you'll be trapped, and all these negative energies will going to go into your mind and ears and whisper stuff like you. By the way, people with schizophrenia, they have spirits whispering in their ears. Now, of course, the doctors will say, oh, they got schizophrenia, they're just imagining. No, some people are so hidden from the light, from their own light, so many veils, so many metal bars between them and the divine, which, this is completely contradicting what we need to do here, souls. But these people, if they don't get help, if they don't help themselves, you have a soul, you have will. What's willpower? It's soul power. Despite what your body tells you, you're going to do it. So this is what willpower. And she's talking about her mom who passed, so she's alone. um and she's just, she's trying to learn the painful lessons. She try not to hurt another. Most of the time she's alone. And then she's asking, what with my mom's soul who passed a little over a month on this world? Okay, so she mostly acted from mental illness, and is she good now? Okay, when you leave the body, you leave everything behind, your illnesses, even your bad qualities. If somebody was evil, right, in their life, they're violent, did something evil, I don't care, I don't want to describe or manifest what. When they pass, you can talk about reward and punishment, but I don't want to mention that. But when you are a soul, you're no longer having to deal with illness or anger or hope. Whether you be judged or not, have to come back here or not to relive and recorrect your mistakes and whatnot, to correct your mistakes. I mean, that's up to people's individual journey. I can't tell anybody's contract. It's theirs, and the letters are engraved on their soul of that contract. Nobody else can take it away from them. That's why a lot of people were asking me, like, what is my this? What do you need to know? I need to tell you there is this, and you need to know how to get there. And I'm only speaking on my own personal experience, because some people might think that what I say, it does not resonate with them, and that's okay. In spirituality, that's okay. We resonate with whoever we meant to resonate with, and in the perfect timing. It's always the perfect timing. The perfect timing is when you just sit back and let it happen. That's the divine timing. So she's dreamed about her dad and about her mom. I'm sorry, she did not want to leave the physical world, and she left her one night without guarding her or being with her. She decided to take this decision. She's happy with her decision, but it's a little bit doubting her or questioning her. Will she forgive me that I left? The lesson in this world is too painful, too lonely. A lot of people, especially when we go through an amazing spiritual awakening, it's always, almost always, and I say it's always, comes from some sort of a crisis, of a huge change. You know, I wanted to actually talk about this earlier today, but I'm going to leave this title so you see what is the soul's true purpose in the human experience. I told you, it's to test itself, to overcome choices, to make, to have one choice and the other. One's going to be amazing for you here in this world. The other one is just going to be amazing for you in, you know, the world to come, or in different realms. You have to make the right decision. And we're being tested. And sometimes these opposite forces will test us in our Achilles heel when we hurt the most, when we are not sure about what to do, when it's easy to find and to choose the bad choice, and so we go for that because it's easy, or we can lie so we don't get in trouble. But somebody, all these things in life, and these things are with us 24/7. We will wake up in the morning and we don't want to get off it because we're too tired and lazy and we just hate the world. These are those energies. When we angry and we raise our voice and we say things we don't agree with, these are those energies. So they're powerful. You have to know that they're there, and then you have to confront them. The soul will confront them for you. Just know that your soul is there for you. You can call the angels to help you, and trust me, it's not that I'm going to say there's always light in the end of the tunnel, but there's always light within you. You don't need the tunnel, and you don't need to go all the way to the end of it. The light is your soul, and you have the ability. You have, living in this world, you have the ability to just flip it. You are a soul that's got a body that needs to do a job, a work, whatever that is life throws at me. It's my soul journey, and I will accept it with unconditional love. When you know that, no negative spirit will even mess with you. You'll be too hard to mess with. And I'm saying it from the heart. Leave the ego aside, and even be nice to those who are not nice to you. And if you don't want to be nice to them, if you don't want anything, just bless the situation. Bless them. Be the bigger soul. Like we said, be the bigger person, be the bigger soul. because your soul's already big. Thank you very much for watching, for listening. I hope this episode resonates with you. Most of the time, it will be a solo podcast, and sometimes we'll bring guests who wants to come and talk about their spiritual life, their spiritual purpose, something that happened, something that needs figured out in that world. Because trust me, when you get ascension, there's nothing special about you. Your soul just gives you answers. People ask me, how do you? I don't know. I just speak. It's coming from inside. That's why I don't like to edit. That's why I don't like stuff to be manufactured when it comes to spirituality. I don't want anything physical. I turn on the camera and I speak. So I hope you guys resonate. And if you have questions, if you want to come on the show, feel free. You can also find us on YouTube, the same name. Again, I'm going to have to ask you, please, 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 that will mean the world to me. Send me good vibes and pray for me for, I'm having another complicated surgery in 8 days. So, but until then, I'll try to enlighten you and especially myself. Thank you for watching and listening.